Tuesday morning, good
Tuesday
morning.
Good
morning,
morning,
everyone.
18th of October. Nice to have you
That's
with us. Infostream for Namibia and the world.
En baie welkom vandag op hierdie pragtige Dinsdagoggend.
You've noticed that is my favorite saying in the morning.
And the world.
And the world, yes.
So dis hoekom in die middag soos Kobai sê, dan sê ek weer Kobai vir die wêreld en vir julle Namibia.
Namibia is actually the center of the world.
Yeah, Namibia is the world. We are the world. I'm sure there's a song like that as well. We are the world. Baie welkom op hierdie pragtige Dinsdagoggend, 'n sonnige oggend.
Yep.
Ons het lekker woeste weer gehad gistermiddag. Baie wind, sterk wind gehad, baie lekker reënbuie gehad. En daar's nog meer op pad, maar in elk geval Koffie se later vir julle vertel van die weer. Dit is sommer skielik verander, oornag verander. So ons gaan vandag is weer Conservation Tuesday.
And Tourism Tuesday.
En ons het 'n spesiale gas in hier vandag.
Special guest in the studio this morning. So stay tuned to get your updates.
Ja, gaan nou gesels, dan kyk ons weer na Salmon Vermaak se reeks.
Oh yes.
Oor die voetspore.
Interessant.
Ons is vandag op episode 5. Vir die van julle wat die ander episodes gemis het, gaan gerus na YouTube toe. Hierdie program word na die tyd live sit af op YouTube, dan kan jy daar gaan kyk daarna. Of op Facebook. Die reeks is daar beskikbaar. So julle kan onthou maar net gaan kyk na die Dinsdae se datums.
Ja.
En dan kan julle op YouTube gaan kyk na die vorige episodes en die gesprekke wat ons gehad het. Goed, kom ons skop af met nuus. Weet ons al môre?
Ja,
is daar mense wat môre vir ons sê
We've
môre
already got our loyal viewers, Karikis Carstens van Enties Bay.
Môre Karikies.
En dan ook Lazelle Kotze het ons gejoined. So slowly but surely everybody seems to be waking up.
Ja, Dinsdagoggend.
Yes.
Ek dink dis Koffie se gunsteling dag van die week. Dis Dinsdae. Ek is nog nie seker daaroor nie. As 'n maandag vir my verby is, dan voel ek al klaar beter.
Right.
Jy weet, Dinsdae is altyd as mens kyk na die koerante is vol interessante goed. En die een wat sommer eerste uitstaan is die Chinese renosterhoring smokkelaar wat ontsnap het.
Right.
Wang Hui. Hy het gister 11 uur uit aanhouding ontsnap. Nou hy is natuurlik een van die masterbrein. Een van die master blasters wat renoster smokkelary in Namibia beplan en uitvoer.
Okay.
En hy was al reeds in aanhouding gewees. En hy het uit aanhouding ontsnap toe hy van die sentrale gevangenis na Brakwater gegaan het om materiaal aan 'n verskaffer te gaan gee. Het hy ontsnap. Maar hierdie ding en toe sy promotor blykbaar volgens berigte op pad kus toe. Maar nou word daar gespekuleer, is dit 'n wit Mercedes sedan motor of 'n bakkie. So niemand weet presies, jy weet waarmee hy op hierdie stadium ry nie. Maar in elk geval, dit is een van daai slim slenters. Hy het vir die bewaarder gesê hy moet dringend na 'n toilet toe gaan.
Okay.
En toe is hy toe ontsnap hy. Nou hy's al klaar, hy's besig om tronkstraf uit te dien van 14 jaar vir smokkelary. En hy's een van die groot koppe agter hierdie renosterhoring stropery in Namibia. Maar nou hy's op soek. So as jy enige inligting het, maar wie sal ook weet waar is hy?
What is this gentleman's name
Wang
again?
Hui.
Wang Hui.
Ja.
Perhaps he paid for his paved road to freedom.
Wel, ek wonder of dit nie dalk die geval is nie, maar soos een van die mense gesê het op die bewaringsgroep, it smells a bit fishy, die hele ding. Jy weet, dat dit so maklik gebeur het.
Right.
Maar in elk geval, kom ons kyk wat gebeur. Daar kan nie bevestig word waar presies hom bevind nie, maar alle inligting op hierdie stadium is van belang.
Ja.
Goed, laat waai Koffie, wat het jy op die voorblaai vandag?
Right, so on the front pages of the DMH dailies, here we have the German newspaper, the Allgemeine Zeitung, and as I said today, the 18th of October, we are looking at this abuse of children, rape, dumping of fetuses in plastic bags, baby dumping, all that kind of stuff is continuing in Namibia.
Yeah.
It is incredible. It's so sad. In fact, this story also featured, I think, yesterday in the Republican.
Yeah, correct.
And I know that Dirk and I, we were so taken aback that we actually don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
because it just gets everybody down. It just gets everybody into this negative space. But it is a reality, Dirk.
Dit is so.
And it is happening. And it's incredible.
En wat skokkend is, die laaste geval of waarna ons verwys het gister het op die kampus hier in Namibia plaasgevind.
Yes.
En die geslote kamera televisies en die opnames het duidelik gewys waar die student geboorteskenk die fetus vat in 'n plastiese sak, sit toe in 'n
Yes.
handsak en gaan weggooi in 'n asblik
Yes.
op die kampus. So dis skokkend. Maar meer is dit, op hierdie stadium, statistieke sê dat 790 mense het hulle lewens al geneem die afgelope 19 maande. Tussen Januarie 2021 en Julie vanjaar het 790 mense alreeds selfmoord gepleeg. Nou, Kafie, ons het al daaroor gesels, dit
Yes.
is skokkende syfers.
Ja.
Uit die getal is 649 mans en 102 volwasse vrouens. En dan is die oorblywende 39 mense jonger as 18 jaar. So daar is in terme van die sosiale bestel of die ekonomiese sosiale bestel van Namibië is daar groot fout. En meeste van hierdie is daar in die Otapi reeks en daar is al 'n kongres gehou, daar is al samespreking, daar is al 'n wêrelddag vir selfdoodvoorkoming in die lewe geroep, maar die adjunkminister het gesê die selfmoordpogings uit 'n spesifieke streek wegkommer en die mense moet daaroor gesels. So die spesifieke streek 2021 tot 2022 is altesaame 179 jong vroue het hulle eie lewe geneem. So die getalle is kommerwekkend, ja. Maar as jy weet van iemand wat met probleme sit, as jy weet van iemand wat neergedruk is, of as jy self neergedruk voel, gaan soek hulp. Daar is hulp. Daar is hulp. En dis nie nodig dat jy een van die statistieke word nie.
Yes, there is assistance. I've got some interesting news. And let me just talk about this because it brings back memories, but I'm not too sure whether you're going to enjoy this or not. We're talking COVID.
Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
I know nobody wants to hear that word.
Yeah.
But a friend of mine, she's in Swakopmund, and we just like to wish her well because she's ill in bed with COVID.
Ernstig.
And I thought to myself, when she told me this, I thought this is something of the past. I thought that COVID is gone. But in fact, as of the 17th of October, we have indeed 375 COVID cases in Namibia. But what is interesting is that in terms of these statistics, the daily new cases are not being reported anymore.
Yeah,
so what happens is that there seems to be 350 COVID cases. Daily cases are not being reported on anymore.
Nie meer soos wat dit was nie.
And we had a total of 169,000 cases in Namibia up to now. Okay. Now the reason why I'm saying this is because, and let me just pick up my glasses here.
Anders het sopas sy glas oog verloor.
So the German newspaper is showing that in terms of HIV, and I need to kind of translate this for us a little bit, the American embassy, according to them, the HIV concentration is 90% of children in the Ohangwena region that live with the virus, right, is so low that when they do blood tests, they can't show the virus anymore. That's how the antiretrovirals have subdued this virus. And when it comes to a point where the HIV virus cannot basically be proven
positive
in terms of blood tests, it is then considered that the virus is onderdruk,
onder beheer,
to such a low degree that that basically there is no HIV.
Dis interessant.
That is how it's classified. So this is interesting news in terms of the children in the Ohangwena region.
Maar wat jy vir my eintlik sê is dat die behandeling in daardie streek is besig om die vrug te werk.
It sounds and it looks, and please remember we are not medical people, that the treatment of antiretrovirals is working as a long-term medicinal plan.
Maar dis goed. Dis baie goed om dit te weet. United Nations het baie lank en baie hard gewerk en duisende rande gegee, geskenk, spandeer aan die behandeling, die medikasie, die voorkoming en natuurlik die personeel op die grond.
Yes.
Minder goeie nuus is dat Grootfontein
Oh, yes.
is tans sonder 'n private hospitaal.
There's no private hospital overnight.
Wel hy's daar,
The building is there.
maar sy deure is gesluit.
Yes.
Omdat daar nagelaat was om die jaarlikse registrasiesertifikaat betyds voor aansoek te doen en uit te neem. Dokters staan met hulle hande gevou en daar's absoluut niks wat hulle daaraan kan doen. Die pasiënte moet nou verwys word na ander dorpe se hospitale. En in dringende gevalle moet hulle noodvervoer reël daarvoor.
Can somebody be held liable?
Ek dink dit behoort so te wees. Want
And who would that entity be?
Gebhardo Timotheus, die direkteur van gesondheid in daardie streek sê, wel, dis soos 'n rybewys. As jou rybewys nie hernie is nie, kan jy nie ry nie.
Right.
En hy slaan sy hande saam en hy sê, wel, daar's niks wat ek kan doen nie. Want hierdie lisensie moes alreeds in Junie uitgereik word. En die aansoek is slegs in Augustus maand gedoen.
Aha.
So iemand sy handjies moet pak slaag kry. Onthou wat ons laas week gesê het. 'n Land se wellness staan op 3 bene. Dit gaan oor education, policing en health.
Yes.
As enige van daardie 3 bene in mekaar stort, het die land groot probleme. En ons sien al hoe meer probleme in hospitale, gesondheidsdienste. So dit is nie goeie nuus vandag nie.
We've been talking about this for longer than a month and a half.
Ja,
That medical institutions are required to be properly registered.
Maar die koffie is, ek bedoel, kos wees nou, weet jy, dis ernstig hierdie saak, maar dis eintlik half lagwekkend.
Ja.
Is dit moontlik dat 'n privaat hospitaal se deure gesluit word want sy lisensie het verval? Ek bedoel, is dit in my klein breintjie ek kan dit nie verstaan nie. Ek wil dit ook nie verstaan nie. Regtig waar.
Can the registration process not be made easier?
Nee, kan die mense wat daar werk, wat die administratiewe take vervul, wat salarisse verdien, net doen wat hulle moet doen.
Aha.
Dis eenvoudig. Jy weet, dis iets anders as jy dit doen vir jou gesondheid.
Yes.
Maar jy word betaal om dit te doen.
Sure.
Goeie nuus uit Opovo se wêreld. Goeie
Die
nuus.
private hospitaal is oop.
Nee. Daar's die Shack Dwellers Federation of Namibia.
Right.
En hulle het besluit hulle gaan saam staan, hulle gaan geld insamel en hulle gaan begin huise bou. En hulle het tans 360 huise in die Kunene-streek gebou en oorhandig.
Well done.
Dit is een van die wonderlikste stories wat daar is. Die federasie het tans so 1290 lede, waarvan daar 1100 vroue is en 190 mans, en hulle het al so 1.4 miljoen se spaargeld opgebou.
Okay.
En 2013 het 2 groepe in die Opovo begin in daai streek, en 2015 het dit uitgebrei. Dorpsraad het in 2016 vir hulle grond gegee, gesê hierso 360 plotte, 300 plotte. Hier's die plotte, julle moet die dienste aanlê en julle moet bou. En hulle het die grond ontvang en hulle het in fase 1 2018 27 huise gebou. 59 in 2020 en verlede jaar 26. En al die huise is aan hulle eienaars oorhandig.
Well done.
Dit is waaroor dit gaan.
Yes.
Hande vat en hard werk.
In vorentoe. Okay, whilst we're still talking in terms of the following, it's called determined by affordability.
Yeah.
Right. So remember we were talking about the banks.
Ja.
And the banks, you know,
Die banke
having
wat
been
huiwerig is om lenings te gee vir motorkarre.
Yeah, so here you have the full story on the NMH insert today, and I was actually waiting for this. It's a very long article. You would need your own time to read through this.
Maar wat sê opsomming
But
dan?
they are saying applying for credit is a straightforward process and is granted based on the accuracy of the documentation required by clients and whether they can pay back the loan over an agreed period. Okay, so if you go through this, it is incredible how the paper war has basically just grown. You should actually go and do yourself a favor and read through this. And It is fascinating what you basically need to provide to financial institutions now on the application of a loan, whether it's a mortgage loan, whether it's extended credit, whether it's vehicle finance. The list just gets longer and longer and longer. I wonder whether you would basically need to also give them your blood group type as well, and maybe your sugar levels and cholesterol levels. It's unbelievable. What I guess, look, it is not as if I'm disagreeing with this. Please understand me. I do understand that banks require this, and that they are so adamant that they need everything and all that. I remember in the old days, and I think we spoke to one of the motor dealers the other day, where where you basically you apply for a vehicle finance on the morning of a given day, and by the afternoon it is approved. Nowadays, you basically have to hand in everything, and this is the question that I have. Is this not making our banks and financial institutions unapproachable?
Wel, as my gevoel is net, en dis net my gevoel en ek het nie kennis daarvan nie, dat bedrog is aan die toeneem. Geldswendelary is aan die toeneem. En ek dink banke, veral banke wat 'n verantwoordelikheid teenoor hulle beleggers en die kliënte moet alles hulle vermoë doen om seker te maak dat al hierdie gaatjies waar die muisies deurkruip, moet toegestop word.
Yes.
En seker gemaak word dat daar na behore handel gedryf word.
But then it becomes just so difficult that you just rather say, stuff it.
En dit is seker so. Dit is seker so. Aan die ander kant word daar ook berig dat crypto banke, kitsbanke.
Yes.
Crypto banke, hulle noem dit 'n Bitcoin of crypto kiosk, is besig om oralster gesien te word en opgerig te word. Dis 'n interessante storie. Ek dink ons moet my dogter kontak in die Kaap, want sy is 'n skrammeester by 'n kriptomaatskappy. Vra wat dink sy van hierdie nuwe idee.
Right.
En deur hulle nou op te sit oralster om mense bewus te maak dat cryptocurrency is hier om te bly.
Shall we not take any form of mortgage financing, vehicle financing, should we not take it underground? Put it on the dark web.
Ja,
Because it's going to be easier going into the dark web trying to get a vehicle loan than approaching, let's say, a bank.
Ja, weet jy, of jy gepraat van dark web, daar is 'n artikel wat my laat glimlag het, maar is 'n pragtige artikel. Is 'n jong man wat besluit het, nadat hy studeer het, hy gaan regtig 'n verskil maak in sy gemeenskap. En hy was al van kindsbeen, en dis hoekom ek geglimlag het, gefascineerd deur sampioene. Nou dis nie wat julle dink nie. Dis regtig sampioene.
Right.
Sampioene.
Like all my own.
En ja, en as alles nou kyk, weet ek hy glimlag nou en Joep Nel. Maar die sampioene is in die biologiese groep van sampioene, soos die Amajowas en so meer. En hy het resepte ontwerp soos gemmerkoekies, wat hy sampioene droog en dan bak hulle sampioenkoekies, en hy sê dit is ryk aan voedselbronne, en hy sê dat dit het 'n bietjie tyd gevat met sy navorsing en so meer, maar dit reg gekry. So hy en van die ouer vroue in die gemeenskap gaan oes sampioene, hulle kweek sampioene en dit word rou verkoop.
Okay.
Maar dan het hy in sy huis begin om sampioene te maak, en hy het 'n organisasie in Dhaka. Sy naam is Abner Ndakalaku. En hy het 'n Ndaka sampioene en hy droog dit en hy maak die koekies in die processing plant is daar in Onilapa. Hy sê dis baie lekker. Hy bedien dit gewoonlik met 'n lekker sous en so meer. So ek gaan kyk of ons hierdie sampioenkoekies kan.
Klink vir my soos een van hierdie liefie woorde. Ag my ou sampioenkoekie.
Ons noem jou. Ek gaan vir Chef Terry Jenkins vra. Ek gaan hierdie artikel hou en dan gaan ek vir Terry vra om vir ons sampioenkoekies te maak. Hierdie ou sê dit het beduidende hoër vlakke van proteïene, vesel, vitamiene en dis ook laag in vet en cholesterol.
Ja.
So dit klink al klaar vir my goed genoeg. Maar ons gaan kyk of ons hierdie resep in die hande kan kry en maak ons sampioenkoekies vir 'n Vrydagoggend. Of Chef Terry of Chef Nick Diener by Stellenbosch. Ons gaan met hulle gesels. Kom ons vat gou 'n advertensietjie en dan as ons terug is, kyk ons het vir ons goeiemôre gesê.
At Vintage you can now even buy your charcoal, your blitz, and your braaiwood straight from the bar. Buy yourself one of our new juicy braai packs, vorst packs, or steaks. And make use of our new braai tables, our new built-in braai, or in our mobile braai drum outside. Vintage Bar and Grill. Always a good time.
Goed, ons is weer terug op die bank vandag, op die Dinsdag, die 18de.
Yes, and we have our guest here in the studio with us. We'd like to welcome Bernd Graal. Bernd, nice to have you on the show with us here on Conservation and Tourism Tuesday.
Likewise, thank you for the invite.
Thank you,
Nice
Bernd.
for being here and giving the opportunity to talk a bit about illegal fishing in Namibia.
Ja.
So now for those of you who might want to know a little bit more about Bernd, if I can take this opportunity just to
Asseblief.
introduce Bernd.
Asseblief.
Bernd is over and above that he works for the Gondwana Group. He is a keen sports angler, sports fisherman, even with his two sons, you said.
O, dis wonderlik.
Yes.
Dis
So
wonderlik.
Bernd is all types of rock angling and river angling and dam angling and all that kind of stuff. And Bernd is also the administrator of the illegal fishing activities in Namibia. It's a Facebook group. And tell us a little bit more, Bernd. You started this group a number of years ago.
Yeah, correct. So about 7 years ago, I wanted to create like a platform where all the activities on illegal fishing are like summarized. And that's something I'm good at, like digital online marketing, to
Right.
get eyeballs on stuff. So I created this page, and from then, every time I see an article on illegal fishing or an activity that is happening at the coastline or at our rivers, at our dams, I share it onto the group,
Okay.
and to build a bit of community around the illegal fishing activities in Namibia.
Right. So you basically started this group. You are not particularly like active in the anti-poaching activity scene,
Not so much.
but it has affected you to the degree where you feel it is important that we need to communicate this.
Correct, yeah. So to raise awareness about it, and
Okay.
just to give people also a platform where they can easily see, what's happening in the illegal fishing activities in Namibia field, and maybe share it with their friends, and hopefully it reaches some higher people up in the government to take action. Because I think that if we don't do anything about it, that it's a resource that soon can be depleted.
Right.
Ja. Nee, maar dis heeltemal reg so. Wat Bernd sê, verstaan ons en ons hoop dat die regter oorweeg, dat die regte mense se ore gaan bereik en dat hulle iets daaraan doen.
Sure.
Wat wel kommerwekkend is, Bernd, is dat as ons vat die hardop storie, gister se hardop storie,
Ja.
is wat hier kommerwekkend is dat die vangste word nou aan die oewer afgelaai en dan word dit met regeringsvoertuie weggery. Die mense wat moet sorg dat hierdie die polisieering moet plaasvind, maar dat die marine hulpbronne en die nette wat daar gebruik word tot niet gemaak word. Hierdie selfde mense is die mense wat die vis wegry en of gaan verkoop op 'n daaglikse basis. So aan die begin van die jaar het die oeverhengelaars 2600 kg vis tydens 'n kompetisie gevang. En hierdie jaar het hulle slegs 457 kg gevang.
Yes.
En so die hengelaars het begin agterkom dat die vis neem af. As jy vat aan die begin van die jaar is 971 karpe teenoor 455 in Oktober gevang. So dit wys vir jou hoe die visbronne al uitgewis is.
And that's eintlik it's something that we need to be aware of, because
Yeah.
a dam can be depleted.
Sure.
At one point, there's just no much fish left
Sure.
to be renewed. So
Bernd, I'd like to ask you something. You sent me a link a little earlier on, which I hopefully can, with your permission, share. It is called "Give the Rivers Back to Namibia." And her people. It's a petition. Is that
Correct, yes.
So I will be posting this particular link as we speak. And obviously you would like us to go into this petition and support it.
Yes, correct. At the moment, we had it about 3 years ago. At the moment, the petition is closed, but I can at any point open it again.
Right.
We've got about 4,500 supporters that basically signed this petition and said they had enough with the poaching in the rivers and in the dams, and maybe we can, activate this petition again.
Yes, so I think maybe if you can open it up again, because we've just shared this, because I'm sure that there are quite a number of our viewers that would like to support this cause.
Weet jy, dis wonderlik. Dis wonderlik wat julle doen, want ons het byvoorbeeld 'n tyd gelede het ons gesels met Mark Paxton in die Kavango rivier. En een van die groot probleme wat hulle beleef het daar is dat die owerhede, die ouens wat die rivier moet patrolleer, se lewens bedreig word. So hulle is te bang om aksie te neem.
Maybe I can just add there where we have the Mwani Angling Club, Zambezi Mubala Camp and Zambezi Mubala Lodge.
Okay.
There is a group of people called the Shikunga Fish Guards.
Okay.
They are managed by private entity. They are dependent on the private sector for sponsors. And they, maybe if I can just tell
Ja, asseblief.
statistics.
Asseblief.
In 2017, they've seized 57 mukuros and 112 illegal nets. So in total, this comes down to about 3,400 dead fish, and including 128 tiger fish. In total, the nets measured a length of 131 kilometers.
Good gracious.
Ja.
In total, how many nets?
So we had 112 illegal gill nets.
Right.
Total length 131 kilometers.
Can you imagine?
Ja,
131 kilometers.
And
Dit is erg.
that's going on a yearly basis, and it's a short stretch of river,
Yes.
about 25-30 kilometers, that they patrol daily, nightly, and they take out.
Unbelievable. So let's say there's a piece of river, it's 25-30 kilometers long, and they've pulled, according to these statistics, 138 kilometers of nets out of that stretch.
Yes, 131, correct, yes.
Nou moet jy onthou dat Leon Diedriks het gesê dat, en hy verwys nou hierso na Hardapdam. Hy het gesê dat die afgelope 2 jaar het hierdie visstropery toegeneem. Hulle het bijvoorbeeld onlangs het hulle lyne uitgehaal met 150 aashoeke aan kiefnette. Nou jy kan nie kiefnette, dit is nie toegelaat in damme nie. En dis kiefnette en langnette. Met ander woorde, hierdie nette is onwettig in die damme. Praat nie van 'n ou wat vir sy bestaan visvang en hy het 'n lisensie nie.
Yes.
Hierdie is stropery op sy beste. En dan staan hier geskryf: 'n boot wat aan die Ministerie van Visserye en Mariene Hulpbronne behoort, word glo gebruik om hierdie nette te span en weer te trek.
Incredible.
Wat se inligting het jy nog daar vir ons?
The biggest thing which happens up in the river is that it's not a subsistence fishery anymore, it's
Yeah.
a commercial business.
Yes.
So this fish gets exported to our neighboring countries,
Okay.
and it's basically hurting our own people, and it's hurting our own food source there at the river.
And then it gets sold off in terms of greed, profiteering into other countries and their people.
But I've seen it with my own eyes. Not only does it destroys the ecosystem, because the
Heeltemal
birds
reg.
get entangled in the nets,
Heeltemal reg.
monitor
Yes, heeltemal
lizards,
Yes.
Ja.
Yes.
otters, and
Ons het selfs gesien klein bokkies
yeah.
in die riviere, krokodille wat doodnoodig die nette is om hulle bekke. Ons het dit gesien en dit is regtig waar erg. Maar op hierdie stadium is daar fokus op al die damme en lyk my al die damme in Namibië loop deur.
Yes.
Die vraag is net wat gaan aan die einde van die dag gedoen word?
I think there are rules. I mean, it's poaching. It's like you go into
precies.
somebody's private land and you're shooting a kudu.
Sure.
So
Sure.
either the rules have to be enforced or the rules have to be changed.
Ek dink wat die probleem hier is dat die mense wat die wette moet implementeer is aan stuur van sake en hulle beheer die onwettige visvangery.
Ja.
En dit lyk my dis al onbekend, want die artikels lees, mense skryf daaroor, die ding is net dit word gerapporteer aan die ministerie se owerhede.
Right.
Maar dan word daai selfde karre daar gesien
Yes.
en hulle bote gebruik.
Ja.
So die klag val op dowe ore.
Yeah. I'd just like to look at a comment here from Karikis Carstens. Yes, Karikis. The petition shows closed at the moment, but Bernd has said that he will go back and open it. So maybe we can just give it a day and go back in tomorrow and then, just click on the link here on this video and it should open up. We've got some
Kom ons kyk, kommentaar.
more comments in terms of fishing at this stage. Nothing has come in, but we've posted the links. I don't know, the people seem to be confused. They think it's my birthday. It's definitely not my birthday.
It's Ansie se verjaardag.
But it's Ansie's birthday, Ansie Burger.
Ansie Burger verjaardag, ja.
Happy birthday, Ansie. André Carstens is ook by, Christian Liebenberg. Peri Souden sê ook Oktober wys selfmoordmaand wêreldwyd. Jupnel, Liesel Venter, Liesel van Sail bedoel ek. En Maren Retief is ook op. Peri Souden het ek gesê is op. So yeah, all our regulars are on and it's nice to have you with us. We're speaking to Bernd de Graal from the Illegal Fishing Activities in Namibia group, which is on Facebook.
Ek wil nou vir Bernd vra, dink jy nie dit sal werk om, kyk jy kry mos buurtwagte. Buurtwagters, vrywilligers wat saam staan om seker te maak dat 'n woonbuurt 'n bietjie veiliger is. Sou dit nie werk as 'n ou van hierdie hengelaars kry wat amper so iets soos 'n buurtwag begin, maar net op water. En sê luister hier, ons gaan saam staan om die damme te patrolleer.
Right.
Al is dit dan net naweke. Vat die bote, kry vrywilligers en gaan trek daai nette en verbrand hulle. Dink jy nie so iets kan dalk werk nie? Ek weet dis 'n onbegonne taak, maar ek bedoel dit kan dalk net
I
help.
think what Dirk is also saying here is the local community is in the process of the poaching. No, that would be correct in saying. So it should be the local community that does something about this.
Ek dink nie hulle kan met Makoros of Watus kan dit daai veelheid nette gaan uithaal nie.
But I think that for the dams, for the people who live there, like for example the lodges around the dam,
Ja.
they have to be also wake up and see what's happening around the dam.
Ja.
Yes.
But if
Ja.
we see government vehicles involved, so it's very difficult. I think it's not fair on those people to, go to a government vehicle and ask them, what are you doing?
Ja, wat doen jy?
And you mustn't forget, these people might also get aggressive because, just for example, what happened in the north, in the Chikunga fish guards, they lost one Chikunga fish guard
Okay.
because he was attacked by somebody from the other country, and he drowned and he's gone. So
Wow.
so I think the anglers can get involved, but it's also something that you have to be aware that it can be dangerous. Yeah.
How about if I were to raise the question, should local policing and maybe local laws not be implemented in the complete, what do you call it, not being allowed to sell any form of net?
That would be a great idea, but we have a lot of cheap monofilament nets, which are illegal, gill
Right.
nets,
Yeah.
in the country. And I think there's also a trade-off between the people who supply the nets.
Okay.
They get the protein, so the fish.
Right.
And they get the nets for free. So I think that's a good idea to get to the source of where these nets where they come from.
Yes.
Nee, dis baie waar en dit word ook gesê dat hierdie gillnette, hierdie langlyn nette word so goedkoop as R100 word so net verkoop. En daai net is maklik 50 meter tot 100 meter lank. Die ander ding wat natuurlik gebeur is en dit het ek gesien en ek het foto's daarvan gesien is dat vir baie jare al is die gebruik dat muskietnette aan die gemeenskap gegee word.
Okay.
Veral in die areas waar daar malaria is.
Aha.
En wat nou gebeur is, hierdie muskietnette wat redelik groot is,
Ja.
word aan mekaar gewerk en dit word gebruik as nette.
Okay,
Dis die
want
ander probleem.
Lisel Kotse sê dit nou, muskietnette word verniet uitgegee.
Ja, ja.
Karel Nel is ook op Infostream vanoggend, môre Karel. Hy sê kry die weermag vir 'n operasie visvang, dan kan hulle ook aktief bly en oefening inkry. Nou sit hulle net by die kampe en kos klomp geld vir die staat elke dag. Sure.
Ja, ja.
Sure. I mean, we have got a national defence force, but we are not at war.
Ja.
So why don't we just use the National Defence Force to assist in these community efforts?
Wel, ek kan vir jou die antwoord gee. Dit is so goed soos wat die nasionale weermag opgedaag het by die veldbrande
Ja.
in die Kalkrand omgewing met hulle masjiengewere. en geen toerusting om die brande mee dood te maak nie. So ek dink dis omtrent wat gaan gebeur. Dit gaan oor hoe effektief dit is en dit gaan oor hoe dit dan beheer en bestuur word. Ons het dit gesien met die anti-poaching eenhede.
Ja.
Jy weet, is dat die probleem is so groot en al is die mag groot, maar nie goed toegerus nie of reg toegerus nie, dan beteken dit absoluut niks. Eet jy sop met 'n vurk? Dit is presies waarop dit neerkom. Goed, wat het julle nog? Wat 'n interessante nuus het jy nog vir my?
That's eintlik I just wanted to maybe ask anybody that wants to join the illegal fishing page can hop onto it.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll try my best to share all news and articles on illegal fishing.
Sure.
And if anybody wants to give a donation to the Shikunga fish guards, they also have a Facebook page.
Yes.
And any donation is welcome. That will help the river up in the north a lot, the Zambezi, and I just wanted to mention also that the fishing up there, but in any dam, is directly affecting our tourism.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people coming here for fishing, for recreational fishing. They spend a lot of money driving here, flying here.
Right.
And if we don't
Yes.
look after these resources, they will not come anymore.
So I absolutely agree with you. What Bernd is saying, there are foreign tourists that travel by aircraft, bring their foreign money into Namibia. It's basically foreign investment to go angling, strictly tag and release, or just, catch and release. And subsequently, if there's no more fish there, then these people just won't come to your areas anymore and they just won't spend the money.
Wel, die ander probleem is die ouens wat op die riviere gaan, jy weet, baie van die lodges bied hierdie sundowner cruises aan. En dan terwyl hulle nou uitgaan, sien hulle nie meer die hoeveelheid voëlspesies nie. Die natural migration van die voëls verander. Die nes, die plekke waar die voëls nes maak, is nie meer daar nie.
Ja.
So baie van die mense wat met hulle kameras uitgaan om regtig waar die rivier oeverlewe te beleef, kry dit nie meer nie. Wat hulle wel sien is hulle vrotvis, stukke van hierdie net wat oorgebly het met vis wat gevrot het, soos wat jy tereg gesê, dooie voëls daar en so meer. So dit gaan so ver buitekant die kwessie van visvang. Dit gaan werklik waaroor wat die toerist gekom het om te sien, veral in die Kavango, die Zambezi en op hierdie riviere. Dit belemmer alles van die natuurlike, die biologie van daai omgewing is aangeraak. En ons het gelees dat van die pragtige voëls wat altyd nes maak in die banke van die riviere doen dit net nie meer. Dit is heeltemal korrek, heeltemal korrek. So dis baie jammer en ek dink almal wat saam staan teken hierdie petisie en doen jou bietjie as jy iets sien, iets raak sien van iets weet, rapporteer dit, doen liewers iets as net niks nie.
Sure.
Soos Derek hulle.
And even if you are not a fisherman yourself, just join this group and then just become involved in communicating this and cross-sharing this, because that is the important thing. The world as a whole, and all of us as Namibians, we need to know what's going on. We need to know that this type of thing is happening.
Ja, gepraat van, dis weer tyd dat ons kyk na ons volgende episode.
Ja.
Ons sê vir jou baie dankie.
Thank you, Ben, for coming to the
Sterkte
show.
met julle harde werk.
Dankie, ja.
En jy's altyd welkom om inligting met ons te deel.
I will do it.
Well, Infostream is now following your group, so
Ja,
we'll
sê,
get,
goed,
we'll get
ja.
the information.
Goed. Nou ja, ons gaan bietjie weer voetspore kyk. So bly by jy is en geniet dit saam met ons.
Good day and welcome to our new episode of this series, Namibia Wildlife Protections Following the Tracks. I'm standing here today next to a shepherd's tree, a beautiful, beautiful tree, very well known in Namibia. One of the best feeders in our country and very widely distributed. A lot of animals eat from the roots, the bark, the leaves and the berries, the fruits. And you can clearly see how the baboons were eating the bark off, especially in the dry season. They love to eat the bark of these plants. Today we are following the tracks of the blue and the black wildebeest. Although they are closely related in terms of their family groups, there are quite big differences between the two of them. First of all, the blue wildebeest is a much larger animal than the black one. It has a bluish color, while the black one is obviously black. And the black one has a white and distinctive tail, which the blue one does not have. The black wildebeest prefers more open grasslands, while the blue one prefers thicker bush areas. Their tracks are quite similar, although there's a huge difference between the front and the hind tracks of the wildebeest. The front tracks of the blue wildebeest is quite wide open, while the hind tracks are closer together, and they are obviously a little bit larger than those of the black wildebeest. They also love to roll in their own dung. They have middens also, and the dung of the blue wildebeest are very closely pushed together like a grape type pattern, while the black wildebeest has loosened dung. Black wildebeest love to scrape with their front feet onto these middens, and you will often find this midden where the scrape marks is, and you will know this is a black wildebeest scrape mark. Black wildebeest males normally get kicked out of the group once they get a certain age, and they can be very aggressive. They normally are very territorial, and they have their own area where they stay, and you can often see them, a lone black male like a bachelor staying in his own area, and there are reported incidents where these males try to attack humans. The blue wildebeest is well known for their inquisitiveness. They are very curious, and once they see you in the veld, they can easily come closer to you to see what you are and who you are. They don't have very good eyesight, very good smell and hearing abilities, but the eyesight's not very good, and that is also why they would come closer to you, walk up to you to see what is going on and who is it, and once they recognize it's a human, they will flee. The blue wildebeest have a tendency to form a nursery system where an adult female looks after the young ones while the rest of the herd is grazing. Maybe this is where us humans came onto the idea of a creche or a kindergarten. Maybe we saw it from the antelopes. Thanks again for joining us in this episode. Stay tuned for the rest of our series, where we are following the tracks of various game and wildlife commonly occurring in Namibia. Namibia Wildlife Protection is an anti-poaching company. We specialize in the protection of farms, livestock, game, and especially the white and the black rhinos here in Namibia. We also make use of international volunteers to assist us in our goal to protect these precious animals. Please feel free to contact us should you wish to become part of our volunteer program.
FJ Logistics. We do road freight, mostly from our neighboring countries. We do air freight, from all over the world. And we even do ocean freight, for those not so easy cargoes. Most of all, we guarantee to always deliver on time. FJ Logistics. Give us a call today.
Interesting, hey?
Ja, baie.
Blou wildebeest en die swart wildebeest.
Hulle sê die blou wildebeest of die swart wildebeest, een van die twee, Dan Roosel dalk van beter kan sê. Hulle word genoem die narre van die veld.
Right.
Clowns of the bush.
Okay.
En want dit is as hulle speel, as hulle veral voor en na die reëns.
Okay.
Dan gaan hulle soos clowns te kere. Dis fascinerend om hulle dop te hou. Dit is asof hulle uit hulle nate uitbars terwyl hulle speel. So dis nogal een van die diere wat vir my, dit lyk op die oog af so 'n dom dier, maar is 'n baie interessante dier, beide die blou en die swart wildebeeste.
Yeah.
Goed, nog wat
Right, so comments at this particular point in time, there are no comments. I think all our viewers are fascinated with Follow the Tracks, just as much
Ja,
as,
baie dankie weer.
as we are. And then, shall we talk about the weather?
Ons
perhaps?
kan gerus.
Ons kyk so 'n bietjie hierso na die weer. The Met Office is giving out a cautionary notice, and they are saying cluster of thunderstorm cells will again trigger severe hailstorms
Yeah.
in the north,
Yeah.
Khomas, Hardap and Omaheke regions. Please be on the alert and take the necessary precautions. So more hail is expected. So make sure that maybe your belongings, your valuables, your car, something like that is when it does, look like the rain is coming and you've got these black clouds coming up, that you perhaps just put them under roof and in some form of, what do you call it, safety environment.
Ja, heeltemal reg.
In the meantime, the interior, partly cloudy and hot in the western part, elsewhere partly cloudy and warm to hot with isolated and scattered thunder showers. The coast partly cloudy and mild with the wind moderate westerly, which is interesting. Usually we have a southwesterly, but we've got a moderate westerly wind. Maximum temperatures for Windhoek 26, Swakopmund 20 with Walvis Bay 24, Katima Mulilu 35, Omuthia 28, Oshakati 30, then Otjiwarongo at 28 with Riobot at 25. Keetmanshoop at 27, Mariental 25, and then the eastern part of the country, Gobabis and Peterpost both at 28.
Daar het jy dit. Die artikeltjie in die koerant vandag sê ook nog haalstorms op pad, waarsku die weerkantoor in 3 streke. Dit is die noorde en in Kommas Hardap en om 'n hekkie streke, maar daarmee saam is die geweldige sterk rukwinde. En die berig sê maar net neem die nodige aksie en wees maar net bewus daarvan. Ons het byvoorbeeld foto's gesien van groot bome wat ontwortel is en op heininge geval het in die Awes omgewing. So neem dit maar ernstig op en maak seker dat jou diere en jou geliefdes is veilig. Ons vat nog 'n advertensie vir ons weer gesels.
Are you the type of person who cares more about product warranties? Did you know that you can get a mattress with warranties of up to 20 years? However, things like exceeding the weight limitation on a mattress can void your warranty. Get a peace of mind by getting the right mattress for your weight. Visit Oblivion Trading Enterprises at Unit 12 and 13, Addison Square Units, Addison Street, Southern Industrial Park.
Daar is
And
dit.
then we are back.
Daar is dit. Onthou môre is ons gesels ons 'n bietjie motorsake. Daar's interessante inligting wat wag. Die koerant is vol van die huiwerigheid van banke om finansiering toe te staan.
Yes.
As dit goed gaan het ons vir Pieter Senekal môre saam met ons. Hy gaan 'n bietjie daaroor gesels en ook gesels oor die tweedehands mark en spesifiek die eksklusiewe mark, eksklusiewe motors in Namibia. So moenie vergeet dat Woensdae is altyd ons motordag.
Infostream Namibia takes you on a whole new journey by car, motorcycle, or lorry. A journey of intrigue ideas from A to B, or even C and D. Motoring on Infostream Namibia, a whole new world, a whole new journey. Keep your motor running. Head on down the highway. Infostream Namibia Motoring. Everything you need to know about Namibia's motoring industry.
As ons terug.
And we're back.
Pragtige dag.
Ja.
Dit is besig om lekker warm te word buitekant. So ek dink ons kan dalk 'n bietjie reën verwag later. Dat weet vir ons hoe lyk dit in jou wêreld?
Ja.
In jou omgewing? Môre is alweer Woensdag, klein Saterdag. Ek kan nie glo dat dit so vinnig gaan.
Sally Kotse
Wat is
sê
ons?
ons moet op die uitkyk wees met weerlig weer en bome wat aan die brand slaan. We've got these things, we've seen this in Windhoek a number of times in
Yeah.
terms of weather conditions. If it does become rainy, thunder, lightning, these huge palm trees that we love to plant, they're beautiful. I mean, but they tend to get whacked by the lightning. And then
Yeah.
if they're too close to your home or maybe your neighbor's home, then that could be actually quite a danger.
Ja, nee, verseker so. Neem maar net kennis. Moenie onder die hoogste boom gaan staan as die weerlig slaan nie.
Ja.
Dit is nie die veiligste plek nie. Gaan lê liewer plat op jou maag in die
Forget
vlak.
about golfing.
Ja, ja. Nee, of seiljag.
Oh yes,
Seiljag. Ja, ek het al lelike stories gehoor daarvan.
Ja.
Goed, aansien jy met lekker verjaar vandag.
Happy birthday.
En die van julle wat andersins ook verjaar vandag, geniet dit, maak dit 'n mooi Dinsdag. En ons gaan môre weer met julle gesels as alles goed gaan. Onthou, stuur julle inligting na ons WhatsApp nommer toe.
Yes.
Ons lees dit graag. Mooi dag vir julle, rustig.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Remember, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and you can also WhatsApp us. Please do us a favor and like this video, share it, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell icon, so you can get an update when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for now, hope to see you next time.